She snapped her cigarette ash into my kitchen sink like she paid the mortgage. I am heart patient. I asked to breathe, and my son hit me for it. That's how this started. My name is Harloot. I am 72 years old, and this house has been mine for 38 years. I paid every bill, fixed every leak, raised my son here after his mother passed away. Now I stand in the same kitchen, feeling like a stranger. The smoke was thick. My chest felt tight. I pressed a hand against it and said as calm as I could, "Please, can you not smoke inside? My heart is not strong." She did not even look sorry. She flicked more ash into the sink and said, "Don't be dramatic, Harlow, dramatic." My own son was leaning against the counter, beer in his hand. His eyes were red, his words were slow. "You always extra," he muttered. I tried to stay calm. I always try to calm. "I just need air," I said quietly. Then, when he stepped forward and slammed his shoulder into mine, not hard enough to knock me down, hard enough to send me a message, I stumbled back against the fridge. She smirked, actually smirked, and then she said the word that froze the room. "Maybe it is time you move into that retirement home in my own house." I did not yell, I did not argue, but something inside me broke. And that was the moment I started thinking differently about everything. For 2 full years, I had been silent, not because I was weak, because silence absorbed. Silent records. Under my bed, inside a black folder, was everything. The original property deed with only my name on it, the trust papers, the bank records, and a small hard drive. 2 years ago, when their tone first changed, when respect slowly turned into control, I started preparing. First, they changed the locks for safety. Then, my medication was moved without telling me. Then, dinners happened without inviting me. Little things, small costs, but I saw it clearly. They were not helping me, they were replacing me. The cameras were legal. My attorney made sure of that. They were placed in shared space, the kitchen, the hallway, the living room. And they recorded everything, the shoulder hit, her stomach, the words, "Maybe it's time you move into the retirement home." Every second was saved. The morning after that night in the kitchen, I visited my attorney. I placed the black folder on his desk and said calmly, "Execute the transfer clause." Because 2 years ago, when they first moved in temporarily, I had added a protection clause to the trust. If abuse or coercion was proven, residency could be terminated immediately, certified legal, unbreakable. 3 days later, the eviction notice was taped to my front door. My son started it like it was written in another language. "You are evicting us," he said. I looked at him steadily. "It's not eviction," I said, "it's a reclamation." When he raised his voice, the sheriff deputy walked up the step. I had prepared for escalation. Flames started falling while they peeked at the door. He muttered, "You are choosing paperwork our family." I answered quietly, "Family does not smile when someone is hit for asking to the breath." Before he left, I added one more truth. "I gave you 2 years of grace. I hate what you become when you stop it being a son." They walked into rain. I shut the door, and for the first time in 2 years, I took a full steady breath. They tried one more move. A lawsuit. My son claimed I forced them out, said I was confused, said I did not understand my own paperwork. I almost laughed. I forwarded my attorney the audio file from one dinner 2 months earlier, the one where they did know. The hallway camera also picked up sound. His voice, clearly as day, just wait it out. He told her the old man won't last much longer. The lawsuit collapsed before the hearing even began. That's when the Samir campaign started. He posted online that I was abusive, senile, that I stole his inheritance. So I opened a blog. I wrote it like a letter to my late wife. I told the truth. I posted the footage, the photos of my bruised shoulder, the foggy paperwork they tried and slipped past me, even their receipt for the $400 laptop. They bought me my coat. It went viral. One newspaper ran the headline, "The father they could not break." Stranger sent a letter, donation poured into the veterinary clinic and the scholarship fund I created in my wife's name. One afternoon, a young woman knocked on my door holding a newspaper, clapping. She said my story gave her the courage to leave her own my abuse home. That's when I understand. This was never about revenge. It was about legacy. Now the house is quiet again, safe. Sometimes I see my wife, Rose, and whisper. I kept my promise. I never let them turn me better. Quiet does not mean weak. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comments below so we can meet again in the next video. See you in the next story.